All right, everybody, we're back at it, and we're going to be working on trying to get this thing out of the ground. So let's do a walk around, show you exactly how deep it is and what we're working in here. Hang on. So yeah, so here she is. Front's almost up to the lug studs. This side you can see most of the brake drum. This side about the same in the front, and then the back is a little worse. You can't see much of that brake drum. But look, there's a little bit of a frame rail there. Not back there though. So this is the area we're working in. Not ideal, but we're gonna do what we can. Yeah, so we're gonna do the best we can with what we have. We have one Bobcat bucket full of equipment, jacks and all kinds of other equipment. Again, I'm very thankful for my friend John for letting me use that Bobcat. That thing is being an absolute lifesaver. Let's get to it.
Yeah, these suckers aren't much.
Well, would you look at that? That is off the ground. And you know what's crazy? Is you could see the impression of the torsion bar cross member in the ground, in the frame rails. I see no rod on them yet. And the rocker panels have almost no rod either. And they were in the ground. The engine cradle has no rod on it, and it was in the ground. Check this out. All right, let's see if we can get some light going in here. Look at that. That engine cradle was in the ground. You can see there's still dirt on top of everything here, but that was in the ground. Look at the frame rails. Those were in the ground. The torsion bar cross member is still there. Look at the rocker panels. How crazy is that? I would not have gambled on that. Absolutely would not have gambled that the frame wasn't going to be rotted, and especially the torsion bar cross members rotted out on these things on the good cars. Come on. All right, well, we're gonna work on getting these front wheels freed up, the other wheels on, and then we're gonna work on trying to get the back of this jacked up, which I knew the back frame was rotted. Let's get back to it. Well, as we figured, the drums being down on the ground, all dirt had fallen in and rust and everything else as water came around. But we got them free. We had to mutilate the drums. That's fine. You weren't going to be able to cut these things and save them anyway. I guarantee you the brake shoe surface was rotted to hell. So yeah, we cut an area big enough where I could get in and mess with the adjuster. And then the other side, we cut a little bit of a bigger hole. And I was able to pull, just snap the adjuster out of it. And now we're spinning. And for reference, this is how much stuff, that's not earth, that's dirt and rust that all came out of this hole that we cut. And for reference, I did a bunch of Googling to get lug nuts and everything because I brought wheels and all that stuff. And everything I saw online was saying a 70 had right-hand thread lug nuts on the left-hand side. Well, on both sides. And it was 68 and 69s that had left hand on the left-hand side. Well, there's a 70, and it's got left hand on both front and rear on the left side. I didn't bring lug nuts, but luckily the front wheel had 4, and they all came off. So hopefully I can clean up the studs in the back. I don't have a left-hand tap. So even if I could just cross thread them on there and get this thing to roll, it is what it is. It's not going down the road, it's just going out of here, down that path, and onto a trailer. And did somebody order a set of Vectors? Of course, it's exactly what the doctor ordered for a 70 Charger. Of course I had to chase those down. You guys saw those in one of the other videos. All right, that's been an astronomical amount of work. Mainly Sean and Matt digging off those rear drums. But she's about to go down onto 4 tires for the first time, probably since the 80s. Let's see how she sits. Oh yeah. Oh, hang on, let me just make sure that other board's still in place.
Oh man, it's on all 4s.
Oh, she's a roller.
It's got the right stance and
Yeah,
everything.
it does. It really
Oh
does.
yeah.
Thing looks mean.
It may be on wooden blocks in the back because the rear frame rails are missing. But come on. That's satisfying. That is incredibly satisfying. I can't wait for this to be on the car trailer at the self-serve car wash, blasting all the dirt off underneath there. We still got a long ways to go. I still got to get the ignition either picked, drilled out, so I can turn the wheel, get the transmission shifted in neutral, or cut the drive shaft out of it. But we're getting there. Every step was so much closer. she's coming out of the woods. We're getting there. This is a little downhill, so I'm going to drive it for the first time. Now, it's already rolled for the first time. Now I'm going to drive it. I'm going to hop inside and I'm going to steer it down the hill. It's pretty exciting. First ride. Go a little further. I know that was way more exciting for me than it was for anybody watching, but that was fun. All right, let's take it for the second ride.
It's got to be hooked back. It's got to be hooked back up.
Okay. Yeah.
Down here, it should be pretty slow. We should be able to walk it out the rest of the way, you know?
Yeah.
I think so. I'm going to want to move the camera, all right?
Oh, thank you. Switch it to time lapse. All right, she's about to come out of the woods for the first time since probably the mid-80s.
Remember that rock there?
What do you think? Is that worth the day's effort? Holy crap, that was a lot of work. Thank you, Chris, he stuck it out till the end. And thank you, Sean and Matt, both for a ton of work. This was phenomenal. If I had to do this myself, it would have been a couple of days, I guarantee it. And thank you, John, for the Bobcat. That thing was a definite lifesaver. But this Charger has been in the woods since probably the 80s, and now it is out, it is rolling, it is steering, and I think that is phenomenal. I mean, it may be in terrible shape. I won't know just how bad it is until I get it all cleaned down and figure it all out of what it needs. But it's out, it's on the trailer, it came out in one piece. And this is like the big thing with a lot of these things is people just yank these things out. This thing would have split in half. But we took the time to jack it up and free up the brakes and clean up the lug studs and get wheels with tires on them and free up the steering column and get it into neutral and all that jazz. And this is the result. This is the end result. The car did not twist any more than it already was, and it rolled out onto the trailer. It's going to roll off of the trailer. This is where it is worth it, because you can drag them out. Sometimes they'll stay together, drag it on the trailer, but then you got to drag it off of the trailer and everything. So all the work we did out there in the woods left it where we literally just pulled it with the Bobcat and it just rolled right behind us, and then hooked up the winch, pulled it right onto the trailer. When I get home, I'm going to roll it right off the trailer, and it's totally worth it. Let's give it a quick walk around, shall we? There it is. As rough and ugly as it is a 70 Charger. And yes, it does have bullet holes, which I think is cool. And yes, it does have rot. And yes, it does have, as everybody calls it, Bluetooth frame rails and no trunk floor. But it is a Charger. It has bullet holes coming out, bullet holes going in, and bullet holes all over the sides of it. That looks like shotgun. I don't know what that must have been, a slug or something. And those are drilled holes probably from body work before, and that was probably another shotgun slug. But it is a rolling, somewhat stable 70 Dodge Charger. Anybody in New England got any smoking deals on some doors? And maybe an extra part or two? It might need a few things, but this is it. Some of the extra stuff we had with us, and we are ready to hit the road. So with that, we're signing off. This is it for right now, and next video I'll do a clean down of it, probably pull the carpets and see how much of no floor there is in there and get everything cleaned out, pressure wash underneath of it, see what the rest of the frame rails look like, see if it's a builder or if it's just a parts car. You'll find out as I find out. Anyway, thanks again for stopping in. You guys are awesome. Thanks for my awesome friends for all their help, and thanks for the owner of the property. I appreciate him very much, and we'll check in later.
Hey guys, all right, so a little backstory for this project that we're doing today. I'm in the woods about 10, maybe 4 miles away from my house. We're liberating a vehicle from the woods. So what we have here, put it in the story, probably about 10 years ago when I moved into the area that I live in. I'm driving down the road and I just happened to look into the woods like any old car guy would do. And I see a glimmer of chrome. Okay, keep driving by the car, I'm like, that's gotta be a 66, 67 GTO, just by the roof line. So I get really excited because 66, 67 GTO, super cool car. Being a Mopar guy, you know, stepping into one of those is like, okay, that's a cool car. So one day I'm like, finally, all right, we're getting out. We're going to trek through the woods. It's a little bit of a walk into there. You can tell that there is a lot of terrain. I come up to the car, and what do I find but this? '70 Charger. Now, again, being a Mopar guy, you'd figure I'd be like, oh my God, holy grail, '70 Charger car. You know, just grail wood's fine. Kind of bummed it wasn't a GTO, but still '70 Charger, awesome. Fast forward about 10 years, I told one of my good friends who had a Charger, had to get rid of it for unfortunate circumstances, had to get rid of the car, super bummed, that was his dream car. Well, told him about it. Hey, maybe you can talk to the owner. Let's go get it. Well, here it is a couple years later, and I don't know if you can hear behind me, there's a lot of commotion. There is a Bobcat, and we are extracting the car today, liberating it from its final resting place as of now. So some pre-story for Charlie, Port Charles Customs. Here you go, buddy. Congratulations.